Since I previously mentioned that working in logistics automation can be highly exciting, it is worth briefly discussing the career opportunities available in this field. Depending on your skills, interests, and preferences, you can develop your career in various distinct directions. Even from the topics covered in this course, you can already see that logistics automation offers multiple areas of specialization. Let's begin with the most obvious one, the logistics engineer. A logistics engineer is a professional who designs and plans logistics systems. This role is the core focus of this course, and the one it assumes you will pursue. The specific responsibilities of a logistics engineer vary depending on the company, department, and individual skills. Most companies in this industry are flexible with job roles and value engineers who continuously expand their skill sets. Key tasks typically include calculating cycle times for automated storage and retrieval systems, ARIS, dimensioning storage systems, drafting system layouts, which are then converted into detailed CAD drawings by specialists. Some engineers handle drawings themselves, which offers flexibility but also risks overloading them with project-specific work. Since engineers are often a bottleneck in the sales and planning process, companies may prefer that CAD specialists handle drawings. Similarly, some engineers conduct their own data analysis, which has the advantage of providing direct control over the data and deeper insights for planning decisions. That's also the path I favor and recommend, which is a good segue to the next job profile. Data analyst. An alternative specialization is becoming a data analyst. In logistics automation, data analysts transform raw customer data into actionable planning information. Their responsibilities include analyzing order structures, assigning products to appropriate storage systems based on their characteristics, supporting engineers by validating concept ideas and design choices. Over time, many data analysts transition into logistics engineering roles, often excelling due to their strong foundation in planning data. The skills developed as a data analyst are highly transferable across industries, making it a flexible career choice. However, compared to engineering roles, it may lack some of the hands-on excitement and problem-solving challenges. If you are interested in logistics systems but are not particularly technical, enjoy networking and excel at persuasive communication, a career as a sales manager might be a good fit. There is significant overlap between sales and engineering roles. Some sales-oriented engineers render dedicated sales managers unnecessary, while technically proficient sales managers handle most of the engineering work, only consulting engineers for calculations and fine details. This dynamic can be beneficial or problematic. If a sales manager overestimates their engineering expertise and makes unrealistic promises to customers, the engineer is left with the difficult task of explaining the constraints and adjusting expectations. Finding good sales managers is challenging. During my time in the industry, I spent years searching for sales professionals with logistics expertise, but ultimately concluded that they were extremely rare. Instead, I found that it was easier to train a strong sales professional in logistics than to turn a logistics engineer into a great salesperson. The project manager. Once a logistics automation project has been designed and sold, it needs to be implemented. This is where a project manager comes in. Unlike logistics engineers, project managers do not require deep logistics expertise, but they must understand the system well enough to assess risks and ensure its successful implementation. Their most critical responsibility is overseeing the final site acceptance test and handover to the customer. A strong project manager must have a commanding presence. Poor project managers are easily pushed around, particularly by customers who may attempt to shift blame for issues, whether caused by their own miscommunication or lack of cooperation. A good project manager can analyze these situations critically and respond effectively. Project managers tend to have very different personality traits compared to sales managers, as the role requires strong organizational and negotiation skills rather than persuasion and relationship building. The consultant. Consultants play a crucial, though sometimes frustrating, role in logistics automation. If you work in engineering or sales, you may find them exasperating as their recommendations can complicate your work. However, consultants serve a critical function. Consider this common scenario. You are working for a manufacturer or retailer and have been tasked with implementing an automated logistics system in a new warehouse. You draft a functional request for proposal RFQ and send it to key material handling equipment MHE suppliers. The responses you receive are diverse. Each supplier proposes a different system, and all provide compelling arguments for their approach. Unless you have extensive experience in logistics automation or dedicate significant time to studying system designs, it is nearly impossible to determine which supplier offers the best solution. This is where consultants come in. They provide neutral expertise to help businesses make informed decisions. While the quality of consultants varies, good ones gain valuable insights from each project. Working with both customers and suppliers, they have access to a wealth of industry knowledge that is difficult to obtain when working exclusively for a single supplier. IT specialists. Since no automated system runs without IT, there is great demand for IT process specialists. For those with a more technical inclination, a career as an IT process specialist can be highly rewarding. IT is the brain of any automated system. It ensures that equipment functions correctly and that workflows are properly executed. Before a single line of code is written, IT process specialists define and document system processes. Their work goes far beyond what a logistics engineer typically specifies. While an engineer might indicate that cases exit the conveyor at this point, the IT process specialist asks, which cases should exit the conveyor? Under what conditions? How many cases can accumulate before the line is full? What happens if the line reaches capacity? How is case removal confirmed? Are there sequencing requirements? This level of detail ensures that the system functions as intended. Despite its importance, IT is often undervalued in automation companies, many of which still operate with an outdated, hardware-centric mindset. Notably, IT process specialists do not necessarily write code. Instead, they act as a bridge between logistics requirements, customer expectations, and software development. Simulation experts. Another fascinating specialization is becoming a simulation expert. These professionals are among the few who truly understand how material flow systems behave. Simulation allows you to build a virtual model, observe its behavior, modify parameters, and analyze system performance under different conditions. This iterative process provides insights that would otherwise only be possible by constructing and testing a real system. In many cases, simulation is the only way to determine how well a system will perform before implementation. While the job can involve tedious work, it is a highly rewarding field, especially if you can influence system design rather than just running predefined simulations. If simulation interests you, it is advisable to start developing relevant skills now. Entering this career path without prior experience in simulation software can be challenging. Conclusion. As you can see, logistics automation offers a wide range of career paths, each with distinct challenges and rewards. Whether you are drawn to technical engineering roles, data analysis, sales, project management, consulting, IT, or simulation, there is a place for you in this dynamic industry. Choosing the right career depends on your strengths and interests. Some roles require strong technical skills, while others emphasize communication, strategic thinking, or process optimization. Regardless of your choice, logistics automation is an industry with significant growth potential, continuous technological advancements, and opportunities to make a real impact. If you remain open to learning and evolving your skill set, you will find that a career in logistics automation can be both exciting and rewarding.